So time now for futures in focus. Oil recovering today after falling into a bear market amid speculation rising U.S. output will blunt OPEC-led efforts to trim a global glut. Joining us from the CME to discuss this further is Ted Seifried, Zaner Group Chief Market Strategist. Great to have you, Ted. Thanks for joining us. First question, how long are we going to stay in this bear market?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, we're right on support right now. And while I don't have a whole lot of very good fundamental news for crude oil, I am wondering if we might be in the process of kind of finding a near-term low and maybe looking for a short-term bounce. I think minimally we could see a bounce to about 44.25. But if you look at the longer-term downtrend that we've been in, a bounce to 48.50 is not out of the question. You also have the CME lowering margins by $200. That could bring in some of your speculative buyers. It could make it easier for the current longs to stay in some positions as well. So, you know, I wonder if we're kind of getting towards the bottom here for the moment. But that's just what a chart says. Fundamentals, I really don't have much to back that up at the moment. So,
yeah.
You know, you look at the overall picture, it's still pretty bearish.
Yeah, I mean, and if we talk about OPEC as well, you know, we're hearing that producer delegates not considering additional production cuts. So what does that mean for you in terms of how you're positioning?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, Iran had said earlier that they would consider cuts maybe further on down the line, but then we heard news that overall the consensus that we were not looking for cuts. Again, the news is bearish, and sometimes when you have the most bearish news in the market, that's maybe a good time to be trying to pick a bottom. So again, I'm playing crude a little bit friendly for the moment, with a very short leash. But again, the news is mostly bearish. We saw EIA numbers, and while we did see a drawdown yesterday, there's still a lot of bearish news in there. You know, you look at oil inventories at 26 above the 5-year average. You look at rig counts 23 weeks higher in a row. You look at gas inventories, although we did see a little decline and suggesting that demand is a little better out there. We're 10% above the 5-year average. So all the way around, it's really difficult to get terribly bullish crude oil, but you wonder if maybe the worst of the news is factored in for now, and maybe we could get a little bit of a bounce from where we are right here.